This meeting is being recorded.
Hey guys, welcome to Team Faith and Soul's now Monday night training. I'm super excited to have y'all, and thank you so much if you were catching the replay. That means you're on our YouTube channel. Tonight's topic is going to be Scentsy Club. For those of y'all that are with Team Faith and Soul, if you're a current Scentsy consultant watching this, as of June of 2022, we currently have an incentive in place that I'm very excited about, and it involves Scentsy Club. And if you didn't already know, that incentive started June 1st and it runs until the end of July. And just a little nugget of the incentive, basically what it is Scentsy wants us to get 3 new customers to join Scentsy Club. And we will go over the specifications for that in just a little bit, because I actually found out some new information myself the other night that I did not fully read on. It's actually good stuff. It's not bad. That's going to make this process a little bit easier as far as earning this incentive and then getting that awesome backpack as the prize. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And then for those of y'all that are watching, don't forget that feel free to mute yourselves if you want. And then if y'all have any questions, feel free to jump in because I can't see the chat right now. So feel free to chime in whenever you need to if it's pertaining to what we're going over. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. And welcome, Jeriel. We're recording, by the way.
Hey, Jer.
All right. And then, Jeriel, if you don't mind, just make sure and mute yourself. And then if you have any questions, feel free to jump on and say what you need to. Or if you guys want to add a message into the chat, go ahead and do that too. And then I can catch up in the chat whenever I'm done sharing my screen. So we are going to hop on over to here. And I do want to show y'all real quick, actually, before we go over this, this little nifty document that we are going over, by the way, for those y'all that want to go over it yourself, or if you have a team that is not watching our live tonight, if you have a team member that you personally sponsor, I want to show y'all super simply how to get to this document. So it's on your workstation. Basically, you would go to training, and then in the training for whatever it is that you're wanting more information on. So tonight's Scentsy Club, as you can see here at the top, I easily just simply, typed in Scentsy Club. And then what's really cool, we're not going to go over this, but if you're like myself, I like reading books, but I don't like reading instructions, things like that. I'm very ignorant and not patient when it comes to that. So I'm a visual person. So if you are like me and you're a visual person, Scentsy has a lot of videos, as you can see here, that'll walk you through not only what Scentsy Club is, but how to set up Scentsy Club. Also, what's really cool is if you go here, I believe Scentsy Club training, I think I saw this earlier, you'll scroll down. And then they actually also too on YouTube have these nifty videos that you can go through that's going to walk you through also this whole process of what we're going to go over tonight. So there's that. So we're going to go hop on over to this little nifty screen here. And we're just going to go over through this together. We'll talk a little bit about what Scentsy Club is, the new rewards and referral program, and then towards the end, I'll hop over to Workstation and I'll show you guys a little bit of information that you need to know as far as this incredible incentive that we have going on for this month and next month. All right, so let's go ahead and read through this together. And like I said, feel free to chime in if you have any questions. So new Scentsy Club rewards and referrals program. As most of y'all should know, that there's a new reward program that launched this year, which is super exciting. Not only are we as consultants getting PRV off of our own club, but also anybody that signs up under us and they have their own Scentsy Club. But what is new this year is the fact that our customers that have Scentsy Club are earning reward points for their purchases. And then they actually have a personal link that they can share out to others that they can create their Scentsy Club subscription. And then your customer basically earns rewards off of that. So I know that's a lot. So that's why we're going to go through this document. So here we go. So the perks of Scentsy Club is that you can always get my bar. That's pretty much the core of Scentsy Club, is the fact that you can basically get any wax bar that you desire, add it to, if it's current, add it to your club. Whenever it's officially gone and it's not on our website anymore, it's retired out, etc. You or your customer can still pretty much get it, even if you're the only person that actually likes that bar. Scentsy will still literally make that bar. They will still make that wax bar just for you. Orders of $30 or more, you can see that here, get 10% off. Orders of 60 or more get not only 10% off and one Scentsy Club product at half price. This, of course, excludes licensed products. But what's new is that Scentsy Club customers can earn points that can be redeemed for a discount through their Scentsy Club Rewards program. So this little part right here does not, unfortunately, pertain to consultants. I know, sad face, but the good thing is that as a consultant, we do get PRV from Scentsy Club. So that's incredible, because not only, you know, are we getting paid off for our own orders, but our customers as well. So that's pretty much set in place sales, whether it's monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly, right? We as consultants do get these perks. So as a consultant, I personally have my own Scentsy Club set up. So I do get 10% because I'm spending 30 or more. Also, you get to pick out any half item that's when you're spending $60 or more in your club account, which is really cool too. All right, so Scentsy Club customers are now eligible to earn rewards. So basically, this is the breakdown. So your customer is earning $1 spent by Scentsy Club. So every dollar that they spend, they're pretty much earning 1 point, and that's applied to their reward balance. So for every dollar spent, they earn 1 point. This is actually the really cool part here. So make sure, for those y'all that are taking notes, make sure and take a note for this. So your customers, once they have a Scentsy Club account set up, they then will be given, Scentsy will give them basically a referral link. We'll look at that in a little bit as far as where that's going to be at. All they have to do, you guys, is copy and paste that referral link, send it over to their friend and family that wants to join Scentsy Club as well. The coolest part about that is, look here. $1 for every dollar spent by their referred customer. So whoever they're sending that referral link to, for every dollar that that person spends, your Scentsy customer is earning 2 points. So no longer 1 point, they're earning 2 points applied to the Scentsy Club customer's balance, which is pretty cool. So for example, let's just say that I have a friend, Susan. Susan sets up her Scentsy Club account, right? I help her set it up. We get it going. Susan's like, oh, you know what? My cousin wants to get Scentsy Club too. And I'm like, okay, well, Susan, here is your referral link. You're going to copy and paste it. You're going to send it to your friend. Her friend signs up, right? Well, her friend signs up for her club account. Well, Susan, my friend, my customer, is then actually going to earn 2 points for every dollar spent from her cousin's order. Hopefully that makes sense. And so what's really cool is that all those points go in basically into the what do we want to say, like the subscription that your friend, your customer has. And we're going to look a little bit, that's a little bit further down as far as where their points will be available at, and then how they can use it, and, you know, all that good stuff about how they can see how many points that they have accumulated. Let's see. Okay, so this is actually important for us to keep in mind as consultants, is that consultants earn commission on PRV for their Scentsy Club customer orders and on any referral orders. Okay, so this is another thing that you want to make sure and take a note of. So as a Scentsy consultant, we do get paid 20 to 25% commission on PRV for our own Scentsy Club customers, okay, for their purchases that they have in club. However, if our customer has somebody that they have referred, so in other words, they've shared their referral link with, we do get 10 to 15% commission on PRV off of that person's purchase, which is really cool. Let's see.
Why would we not get full PRV?
What did you say?
I said, why would we not get full PRV?
Well, we're not going to get full PRV because it's not somebody that directly signed up under us. And the reason why we don't get full PRV as well is because Scentsy is offering a deal to our customers. So our customers are getting the points off of their friend Scentsy Club orders. They're getting points from that. And so we're still going to get a little bit of commission, but it's like partial commission because there's still like a payout, you know, to our customers, like our customers are getting a deal. And so I'm assuming that because of our customers getting and earning points from their friends, from that referral link that they shared, that we only get partial credit because of that reason.
All right, I have a question. Like Erica signed up for club under me before she became a consultant. She was doing a club. Now that she's a consultant, it went to her, right?
Yes, that is correct. So she now gets paid off of, because she not only gets directly paid, that goes into her PRV, but that also 75% of that she's I guess you could say ordering, that PRV that she's getting from her club, 75% of that is contributing to y'all's like group sales. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I just wanted to make sure, like, because I wasn't sure if she was getting the sales from it or not.
Yeah. And then what's really cool too, by the way, you guys, if you have somebody that, like Bernice was saying, somebody that is a customer, and if they're a customer and they have a Scentsy Club account and then they decide to join you. So for example, this incredible join special we've got going on this month for $25, right? So if somebody already has a club account with you and they sign up now or whenever, let's just say that they've shared a referral link with friends and family, and they have people under them that have a Scentsy Club as well. What's so cool is that person that is your direct customer, when they sign up under you for your team and join under you, all of their referrals come with them, which is awesome, because that means that is guaranteed PRV for them. So in Erica's case, what's really cool is that because she already had that club order, that PRV is coming with her. So now at this point, not only is she getting paid a percentage off of that, whether it be 20 to 25%, but also on top of that, she is helping you guys, because that PRV that she's getting from club is contributing now to your group sales pretty much. Okay. So it's like a double bonus pretty much. All right, so let's keep on trucking. So new Scentsy Club rewards and referral program. So this is kind of a generalized breakdown of how it works. So this is us here as a consultant. Then you have somebody that's going to join under your personal website. So this is where it's different from, like, if you have somebody that's joining Scentsy Club under your website versus your customer that's sharing the referral link. So right here, these are the people that are going to your personal website, you are talking to, walking them through, signing up under club. So this is where we said earlier that you're getting that 20 to 25% commission on PRV. So these are our direct customers. But let's just say that we have somebody that signed up under Scentsy Club and they have that referral link that they shared out. Well, this is basically just for those y'all that are, more visual person, just the breakdown. And then these are right here, because, and what's awesome is that obviously these people then become our new customers, the referrals, but also on top of that, Scentsy is rewarding our customers by gifting them double points for having somebody share that referral link out, to their friends and family, which is really cool. All right, let's see.
I have a question real quick.
Yes.
You had told me, I've had a couple of people say, oh, I don't want to get involved in that pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid, you said, right?
No, yeah, Scentsy is not a pyramid scheme. A lot of people, unfortunately, tend to group Scentsy into that, and it's just because of possibly something they've heard from somebody else. Maybe somebody had a bad experience. But basically, to keep it simple, anytime that I have people that tend to bring that up, I keep it short and sweet. And I just tell them that Scentsy is a part of the DSA, which is the Direct Selling Association. There's not a lot of companies that, because there's like a process that you, actually have to go through in order to be considered under the umbrella of a DSA. And the reason why we're also not considered in that group that they tend to put us underneath that label is because when you have somebody that joins you, so for example, if I sponsor somebody this month, for the 25, join special, have somebody that's joined our team, I don't get paid an automatic commission off of how many ever people, that either join my team or join Scentsy Club. Like, I don't get paid automatically off of that. So for those, that I'm sponsoring, like, there's no, incentive for, in other words, that's where the pyramid part comes in, is like the more people that you get to join you, the more commission, that you're making off of them. And there's like bonuses involved and stuff like that. So it's not set up like that. So I just keep it short and sweet,
That's what
basically like that.
That's what they did when I was in Amway. They even said it was a pyramid, and they did it like that. So, okay, I'm going to mute now. Bye.
You're good. Yeah. And then the other thing is too, and I'll say this and then we'll get back on topic, is that, no, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, that's what it is. So another thing that Barbara just, like I said, and then I'll get back to Scentsy Club. So another thing that you guys can keep in mind as well is sharing with somebody that with Scentsy, there's no cap as far as ceiling. There's no ceiling as far as it's not capped where the money that we can make, basically. So the commission that you can make in this company, there's basically no limit, I guess I could say that. And it's solely up to us because we're independent people. So it's like how you work your business depends upon how much commission you make, that kind of thing. So anywho, so like I said, I'm gonna get off my soapbox on that. All right, so let's circle back. So keep going forward. This is actually one of the more important pages that I want to go over with you guys with Scentsy Club. So this is a preview of what your customer is going to see. This is not our view. So for those of y'all that were on with us earlier before we started the recording, you would have seen personally what my screen looks like. That's what Scentsy Club looks like from a consultant's viewpoint. When I log in, that's what my screen looks like. However, this is what your customer is going to basically be seeing. So this is an example of what they will see when they log in. So it's basically going to have like their club orders. It'll have listed here if anybody signs up under them as well. It'll have, if they use that referral link, their person will be here too. And then over here on the side, it is going to show y'all, let's see, right here, it'll show you like subscription details, how many subscribers that they have. And then it'll also have, let's see. Let me see. Current Scentsy Club subscriptions. Yeah, so I guess it basically looks like here it just kind of keeps tally, I guess, of like how many subscriptions they've had and then how many subscribers they have underneath their name as well. Let's see. And I guess let me scroll further down. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. So I got it backwards. Sorry about that, y'all. So this is actually, my bad. So this is actually what we can see. So when you have, I should have remembered that. So when you have somebody that is signed up under you, a direct customer that has Scentsy Club, my apologies. This is actually what it looks like from a consultant standpoint. Duh, because like, look here, it says consultant view. I had scrolled past that and did not see that part, so sorry about that. So this is actually what we see, and this makes so much more sense because I see the PRV and I'm like, wait a minute, our customers don't get paid PRV. So anyways, so this is actually what we see, and then it's going to show you each month how much PRV you're earning off your own Scentsy Club purchases. So there's that. But this is actually the more important document of what I want to show y'all, because we don't have access to seeing this other than something like this, like an actual document. So this is what our customer sees whenever they log in with their information and create their Scentsy Club. So this is what they'll see. And this is something I always recommend too. You can always take a screenshot and share with your customers. For those of y'all that have, or in the future when you have somebody sign up for Scentsy Club, this could maybe be a document that you can save here and then share that with them. But this is basically what they see, and it looks like here that it's going to show them in this box here how many points that they've earned versus how much it looks like that they've used. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can actually zoom in a little bit because that print is really small. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, here we go. That's a little bit better. All right, can y'all see that a little bit better? Let's see if I can zoom in more. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Okay, So in the left-hand column, this is what your customer is going to see when they log in. This lets them know how many points that they have available to use, because don't forget that they are earning 1 point for every dollar that they're spending, and then 2 points for every dollar that their referral person is spending. And then this lets them know on the right-hand column how many points will be expiring soon. So they'll see that. And then let's go a little bit further down. So this is actually where I want you guys to pay attention to for sure, because this is something that I did not know, honestly, until I watched the training the other night on Scentsy Club. So when you have somebody that joins Scentsy Club, I would recommend going ahead and have them click this box here. So Bernice, or I'm sorry, not Bernice, Rachel, this is what I was wanting you to know about with your customer that just joined Scentsy Club. Make sure, if they haven't already, take a screenshot of this if you can, but make sure that they did check this box. It says automatically apply Scentsy Club shipments. So basically what this means is that when they click this box, they are giving Scentsy the okay to use their points that they're earning, and it'll automatically deduct from their next Scentsy Club order. If they don't check this box, their points are not going to be automatically deducted. And basically what that means is that your customer then has to log into Club and then decide how many points that they want to use, when they want to use it, that kind of thing. But for me personally, anybody that I get signed up for now in Scentsy Club, I'm just going to have them click this automatically, because let's be honest, like things like this, we're not, like I'm personally wouldn't be able to remember, you know, to log in every time to do something like this. So from a customer standpoint, I'm just going to have them automatically check this box. So then that way their points are automatically deducted, you know, from their next Scentsy Club order. They get a double discount, or really a triple discount. And then it's automatically taken care of, you know, for them. But if it will not happen if they don't click this box, just FYI.
Thank you. I will double check with all of them.
You're welcome. The other thing that I want you guys to see is the second half. So the second half, let's just say your customer does not click this box. If they don't click this box basically says, yes, I want the points that I'm earning to be deducted from my Scentsy Club shipment. Okay. If they do not click this box, they do have the option of logging in. And as you can see here, they can actually use their points towards their orders off of your personal website. That excludes licensed product. I know, sad face. I know we're all feeling it, but it is what it is for right now. Maybe eventually that'll.
Where's your arrow? I can't find it.
What did you say?
Where's your arrow that you said if they don't check it, then they can use their point?
Right here.
Oh,
The
okay.
box?
Right. So if
Yeah,
it's
right
they,
here.
they can use it towards their product, their order.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. If it's not checked, they can log in, and then up here, let me go further up. So right here, it'll actually show them, so it says points from your purchases. So it'll actually show them here how many points that they have available to use. And then below that box, your customer, Rachel, and Bernice, yours as well, your people will be able to see even this. Now, obviously, this doesn't go for consultants. This, you know, this is customers only. But so like Rachel, your person, when she earns points off of her club orders, that will start to get, like, it'll total up here. And then what she can do is, it looks like she'll be able to go right here, and it says apply to web order. I'm assuming that what's going to happen is she'll click this box, and I'm assuming it's going to redirect her to your personal website, and then she'll be able to shop and pick out what she wants. And then when she goes to her total to pay, that's where her points earned from club will be deducted from her personal website order.
Okay. So question real quick.
Yes.
Because you're on this page, is this something that we can do ourselves? We can see our customers' points so that we can help them through it, or maybe possibly create our own video so that we can share that with them and walk them through it? That part right there.
So two things. So the first thing is that we unfortunately do not have access right now to seeing where our customers are as far as how many points that they've earned. But the second part to your question, yes, you can actually walk your customer through how to locate this. So this, I had, and it's okay because I know you just joined, but I had said that this document that I have here is actually available in everyone's workstation. So if you go log into your workstation and you click on training, you'll type in the word Scentsy Club,
Oh my
and then
God.
all of this stuff is going to come up.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so where we're at right now, what we're looking at is, let's see, that was the videos. See if I can find the one that I just did for you. Let's see, FAQ, let me go back. Let me type in Scentsy Club, because this is actually what you'll see when you type in Scentsy Club. Yeah, you'll scroll down, and then I think it says PDF. I don't know why I don't see it anymore, because these are videos. Let's see, New Scentsy Club, rewards. Yeah, oh, look, right here. So this is actually what we're looking at right now. So you'll just click on where it says PDF, because there's videos too up above it, like YouTube videos. And what I'll do, Rachel, as a matter of fact, when we get done with this training, I'll click on the video and see if there's maybe a walkthrough version on YouTube that you can share with your customer instead on how she can locate that. Otherwise, this is where we're at tonight, is if you click on the PDF and download, it'll actually take you to the screen that we're on right now.
Great idea. I'll do a search later tonight.
Yeah, so then that way you can either like take a screenshot of it, or you can even, you know, actually that'd probably be your best bet. Take a screenshot of it and then, you know, let her know, you know, if she has any questions to, you know, get with you.
I did. Thanks, Megan.
You're welcome. Yeah, and guys, I'm only going off the experience of reading this document because to be fully transparent, I only have one person that has signed up with Scentsy Club with me last year. So that's actually obviously not where my focus was last year. So that's something that I have decided from now to the end of the year that it's all about Scentsy Club. But with my one person that I do have under me, I know that she has points, but it's like pulling teeth with trying to figure out how many points that she has and if she's using her points. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I've tried to help her as much as I can. You know, I've tried to walk her through where it's at. And unfortunately, I wish we could see, honestly, you know, how many points that they have and if they use them or not. But I've gone, you know, above and beyond trying to show her, you know, how to redeem her points. So at this point, my hands are in the air and I'm like, you know what, if you don't use them, you lose them. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I try to help her, you know, finding her points and using them. But all we can do, you know, at the end of the day is just explain to them, you know, what it is and how they're earning it and all that stuff. We can't force it. But there's the thing though, is if you guys get your customer to click that small little box, if I would have known better. Now here's the thing, I will say this much for myself, is that my person that I have with Scentsy Club, she joined last year, which was before the reward program. But rest assured, if she would have joined this year, I would have had her click that small box, because I know that she's, you know, people get busy, they forget, life happens. All right, so let's scroll a little bit further down. This is also what your customer is going to see too, you guys. So this is actually going to be super simple. I mean, you can't get any more simple than this. This is actually the link right here. All they have to do is click on where it says copy link, and this link is automatically added to their dashboard, to their phone, to their computer, whatever it may be that they're on, and then they can paste it and, you know, text it out to their friends and family. Here, I think it's actually really cool too. If you see here, there's actually Facebook Messenger and Facebook. I thought that was pretty cool. It looks like they haven't added Instagram yet, but with Messenger and Facebook, they can actually share this out easily on, you know, what is it, like on their personal page, and just say like, you know, kind of like, I don't know, what did I do recently? Oh, so I have a HelloFresh order. And so a while back, I had like a discount code for, I think 3 or 4 people. It was like a month or 2 ago to get a free HelloFresh box for like a one-time only kind of thing. And so that's what I did. I posted it to my personal page. I had a link that everyone could use, that kind of thing. So that would be something that I would personally encourage your customers to have once they kind of get the hang of having their club orders, and you check in with them, of course, just like you would with with any other order, right? Good customer service. And you're like, hey, how are you liking your Scentsy Club order? Let me know if you have any questions, that kind of thing, how you like your products. And then once they're getting the hang of being in Scentsy Club for about a month or two or so, that's when you can say, hey, by the way, there's a link, which is right here. There's a link that you can share with your friends and family, and you can actually earn double points for when they, sign up, that kind of thing. So super simple. They'll just copy and paste it. It looks like for them over here, it's going to show them how many referrals that they have and then how many inactive referrals. So I'm assuming inactive might possibly be, I'm thinking people who maybe have signed up under them and possibly I'm thinking like skipped either their subscription or they canceled their subscription. I'm thinking that's what that is. And then on the left side, of course, it's going to show them how many people are actually active and, receiving Scentsy Club, which is really cool. And then it looks like here too, it's going to list for your customer their person's name. So that's nice. I really like that. All right, so let's zoom out so I can see the rest of this. Further down. All right, so one thing to keep in mind too is that your customers' points do expire after 180 days. That's also why we really want to encourage them to click on that small little box. So that way their points don't expire, because once they're gone, they're gone. Let's see, it says rewards points are accrued on the purchase amount only and do not include shipping or applicable discounts. That's a mouthful. And it says, of course, like we said earlier, we went over was points cannot be used on licensed products, so they can be used on everything else.
So they can let their points accumulate though, right?
Yes, exactly. So they can actually let their points roll over, just for them to know that those points will, because what was it back up here? Yeah, so see right here, this is what your customer Bernice is going to see. So this is actually how many points, like in the, I'm assuming the colors are the same for your customers. So we'll just, I think it's like teal or green, but in this little box on the left side, this is how many points are available for them to use. But Scentsy is going to move over their points here that will be expiring within that 180-day mark. So for example, if your customer had 206 in the red, that would mean, hey, you want to go ahead and use these, sooner than later, because they're going to be gone pretty soon. Versus what's over here on the left side is fine for the time being. So I really personally like that. It looks like that Scentsy is shuffling and dividing out, the points that are current versus the ones that are expiring. So then that way, like if your customer, for example, doesn't want to use all 206 of their points, they probably have the option of doing so, if it's not over here in the red.
Okay.
But I like that it's like this, that it's dividing it out for them to say, see, like, let's just say red said 50. So then they know, okay, well, I need to go down here and I need to apply these 50 points, as soon as possible.
Do
Okay.
we consultants get these points too, or is that just our PRV?
So just PRV. So customers are the ones who accrue the points, and then when they use and share out their, when they share out their referral link to friends and family that create their Scentsy Club under their name, then they get points as well for that. But consultants do not get points because we get paid off of the Scentsy Club orders.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So let's get back down here. So again, this is just a simple overview, flow chart pretty much of what we just went over, which is, where the, your Scentsy Club customer, then, they make a club purchase, she earns rewards and points from that purchase. And then those points that she earns, she puts towards her purchases. And then as y'all can see here, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a flow chart, of her setting up her club account. She likes it so much, she shares it out with friends and family. And then of course she gets perks from that as well, which is awesome. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else in here that we need to know. Oh, also another thing, and I think I may have wrote this down on my notes that I'm fixing to go over with you guys. So one thing that's really important too to keep in mind, by the way, is when you have Scentsy customers that are directly under you and they sign up with Scentsy Club and they are doing extremely well with sharing out that referral code to other people, that is somebody for sure that you want to approach about joining Scentsy, because that means that they are doing really well at not only networking, but they can potentially be earning commission and PRV off of those that are under them that have their own club. And if and when you ever approach that conversation with that person, then you want to say, hey, by the way, everyone that you referred that's under you that has their own club account, those people, by the way, come with you, and then you get paid 20 to 25% commission off of them, which is really cool. I think that's pretty much about it. Doesn't look like there's anything else on this document. So I'm going to close that out. I do want to go over, one second. I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick so I can get back into Workstation, because I now want to go over real quick the incentive that we have going on that is connected with Scentsy Club. I'm gonna make sure, yeah, my screen stopped. All right, let me go back to my dashboard. I knew it was gonna kick me out. And then I'm gonna go to the incentive. There we go. All right, I'm gonna share my screen again. Almost stopped the recording, that would have been bad. I don't want to do that. All right, so now my screen, y'all should see my screen again, right?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So this is current, the current incentive. It just started June 1st. It's going to end the end of July. We're just going to go over real quick the overview. So the basics of it, super simple. I mean, 3 people is for sure achievable. And we'll go over a little bit different tips and tricks on how you can accumulate and get those 3 people locked in for Scentsy Club. And obviously this is available on your workstation if you want to go over it for yourself. So just an idea. Let's see. All right, so if you didn't already know, this is actually the current eligible prize that we will win if you do earn this current incentive. One thing I do want you guys to take a note of that's super important is that this detail right, oh, sorry. My bad. This detail right here. So it says between June 1st and July 31st, you need to, as a consultant, sign up 3 new Scentsy Club subscribers in order to qualify for the backpack prize, which is really cool because I like the fact that it says Scentsy. Unfortunately, consultants are not eligible. But here's the fun thing is that when you have those 3 people sign up for club, they have until end of August, so August 31st, to spend $50 or more. Basically, what that means is, for example, if you have a customer that signs up that likes the whiff box, for example, the whiff box is $30. She signs up for it, whether it be bi-monthly or if she signs up for it monthly. Either way, she is spending that $50 or more. So that's going to lock in what you need for that particular person. So that is something to keep in mind, that you need to get 3 people to sign up for club between June 1st, between now pretty much and the end of July. But they have, like we have for them, until the end of August for them to spend $50 or more in Scentsy Club in order to qualify. So I thought that part was actually really cool. And then again, this is the prize that you can earn. It's a custom Scentsy backpack, North Face, which is really great quality. And of course, you know, as you can see here, it has like the Scentsy logo. So this is great for like traveling and a lot of fun. So I like that. That's pretty much about it for that. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I don't really need to show y'all that anymore. And then I did take a couple of brief notes. So give me 1 second. Okay, so let me go over my notes real quick. So I took a couple of notes, like I said, for those of y'all that were on here earlier when we first joined. I did take a couple of notes because I watched a training video myself on Scentsy Club, because I am familiar with Scentsy Club. As y'all saw earlier at the beginning of this live when we started, I have a Scentsy Club. I love it. However, when it comes to getting people to join Scentsy Club, I'm on the struggle bus. I will say first and foremost, I'm not utilizing it as much as I need to. And that's where I'm so glad that Scentsy has given us the swift kick in the butt that we needed to work our business, and then furthermore, get club members. So one thing that I will say that I personally am doing for every single person that's joining, every single person that wants to order from me, specifically now in July, but for more importantly throughout the rest of the year, I guess. So when I have a customer that's wanting to place an order, I am actually, if it's a consumable product, so not like, diffusers, warmers, pretty much if it's a product that needs to be replaced, right? So like, wax, what else?
Laundry.
Pods, thank you. Laundry, pet line, pretty much everything under the sun, other than warmers and diffusers almost, and wall fan diffusers pretty much, and warmers. So other than that, and buddies. Sorry, buddies is not on there. But everything else, if your customer is purchasing anything else, that is where I personally am asking them, or I'm not asking them, I'm telling them, hey, by the way, I have a way that you can save 10% off. And I'm about to go over in just a little bit, like a conversation that you can actually have with your people, word for word, and you can always switch it up if you want to. But I feel like that the wording that we use with our customers is super important, because that is how we can build that trust with them. I don't personally plan on texting them all of this stuff. Obviously, I'm going to reach out to them through text, but beyond that, I really truly want to either do a voice message with them, or I plan on calling them. Now, obviously, I'm not going to call like a complete stranger, but if I have, regular customers of mine, these are the people that I want on the phone, because think about like how our voices are, like when we're talking to somebody through this, like through Zoom, through through calls. It creates more of a dynamic of conversation versus if I text somebody information, if that makes sense. It's not going to register with them the same way, whether it's so different, it's more personalized, in other words, if I tell them over the phone, because they can hear the inflections in my voice, they can hear how excited I get about it, right? So pretty much my goal, first and foremost, is that anybody that wants to make a purchase with me between now and the end of next month, I'm automatically offering them to get into club. Like if they have a consumable product, I'm like, hey, you can save 10% off if you spend 30 or more. Now, obviously, it's a little hairy if you have a customer that's wanting like one item, for example. So, for example, I have a customer, she texted me tonight and she said, hey, I'm running out of dog shampoo. I'm going to need some more. I sent her a voice message because she had texted me through Messenger. I sent her a voice message and I said, hey, definitely got you. Don't worry about it. By the way, I have a way that I can save you 10% off your total with the dog shampoo. It is a minimal order of 30 or more. And I personally am giving them an out to cancel at any time. Now, that's up to you guys. That's up to your discretion. But I definitely want to give them that out, because I feel like that in the past, since I've joined with Scentsy and I'm talking to them about Scentsy Club, I feel like that when they hear the word club, they're thinking like commitment, right? Like they're thinking like gym membership, monthly subscriptions, like, oh, is it going to be really hard for me to get out of this? What if I don't want it anymore? What if my money's tight the next month? I want them to know that there's an out. Now, I don't really see a lot of my customers saying, okay, cool, well, I'm going to cancel it next month. I just don't really see them doing that. But if by chance they do, that's fine, because if we're wanting to earn the incentive for June and July, all we need to have them do is strum up that one order, and then we're good. Like if we can lock them in at least getting like the first month order or bi-monthly, then we're at least good and all copacetic, with the incentive. Now, obviously, the downfall of that is that we do lose as a consultant PRV if they decide to cancel their Scentsy Club subscription. But to be honest, once your customer sees, for one, how easy Scentsy Club is, and for two, if they are, and that's the next thing I'm going to go into, is if there are regular customers of y'all's that are ordering, whether it's a once a year kind of thing and they're ordering a big order, or if there's somebody that orders from you every 3 months, every 2 months, y'all, these are the people that we need to talk to if they are regulars of ours about getting Scentsy Club. Because if they're for real, like if they're freaking already ordering from us like every 2 months, every 3 months, why the heck not would we want them to save, 10% off, right? Like at least the minimal of 10% off, and then not even counting earning points off of their own purchases. And to me, that's a double win, because as a consultant, consultants have the opportunity to do personal specials, but not all of us can afford to do personal specials, right? So Scentsy actually sets up that personal special. And heck, if you wanted to, you could word it like that. You're like, hey, I'm offering this personal special, this exciting deal with Scentsy. If you spend 30 or more, let's just say every 2 months, then you get 10% off, that kind of thing. Because when it comes down to it, it's really just all about wording. Let's see, what else did I say? So that's
does the
what do you
whiff
say?
box, the $30, the whiff box, is that included in that or no?
Yes, for sure. And that's the next one of the things I'm actually going to talk to y'all about is that Scentsy Club is Scentsy Club. Whipbox for sure to me is the most if there's anything that our customers get, even us, but if there's anything that our customers get in club, for sure the Whipbox is where it's at. Because Whipbox, think about it, they're spending $30 on our website, right? More than likely, most of the time, the product that's in this box is valued at about $42 or more. That's a no-brainer. If they're already wanting to spend $30 and the product is valued at more than $30, which it always is, why not get them in Scentsy Club? Because they're going to save 10%. And especially for somebody like myself, I love surprise boxes. I love not knowing what I'm going to get. That's where my one club member, that's all she gets in her club, by the way. Every month she has the whiff box and she doesn't want to know what's in it.
I'll tell you what, did you see this month's whiff box?
Yes, and that's actually one of the things I was going to tie in, is definitely talking about that. So wording wise, real quick, what they suggested on the training that I watched, because I know a lot of times I personally struggle with word verbiage. So one thing that they did recommend when you're messaging your customer is basically saying something along the lines of this. And this is going in with someone who orders from you either every other month or every 3 months. So keep it simple. And you would say something along the lines of hey, insert their name. So we'll just say hey, Susan, because we'll use that as an example. So, hey, Susan, do you have time to talk? I was wanting to chat. I was wanting to chat real quick. I was looking back on your orders from the last couple of months. And sorry, let me get to my next page. And Scentsy, by the way, Scentsy has a monthly subscription program, which is Scentsy Club. Scentsy is running an amazing deal this month. I immediately thought of you. And then basically what the amazing deal is the whiff box, because that's where you want to tie in. By the way, this amazing deal is a whiff box. It's $30. However, it's valued at $64. So that's what you want to tell them, right? Because what's so awesome is if your customer, let's just say, for example, your customer builds a subscription order of $60, well, then they can use that half price credit to get their whiff box for freaking $15, y'all, when it's valued at $64. That's insane to me. That's a steal. But let's just say your customer is well, I don't really need anything else, but I like the whiff box. Well, that's still a winner. That's a good deal, right? Because then they're able to add the $30 whiff box, get 10% off, but it's valued at $64. That's just mind blowing to me, especially this month. To me, that's personally where it's at. It is the whiff box. And then that's where I would, on a one-on-one basis, you could, even if you wanted to say, I want to keep The whip box is incredible. It's $64 worth of value. I don't know if you like surprises or not, so I don't want to spoil it for you, but I do have a photo if you want to get a little sneak peek of what's in there and just give them that option. That's personally what I would do, because you don't want to, if you're talking to somebody one-on-one, you don't want to spoil alert it, right, about what's in their box, because somebody that's like me personally, I actually don't want to know what's in the box. Like if it's a subscription, and now obviously as a consultant, unfortunately, I do need to know what's in the box. So it's kind of ruined for me. But if it's any other company, I don't want to know, right? Like I want to be surprised. Not everybody likes to be surprised, but I want to be surprised. So give them that option.
So y'all already got your boxes?
No, I haven't gotten mine. I'll probably
Oh, okay.
receive mine in the next couple of days.
Okay, me too. Yeah, okay.
I just seen a picture of it. Somebody posted.
I don't want to know.
A picture of everything that's in it.
I don't want to know. Shh.
And don't look on my page.
Okay.
Keep it a secret.
Okay, I won't.
Let's see. Let me see, where was I? But yeah, so basically just going back to when you're communicating with your customers, like I said, the first thing that I personally plan on doing that is going to be the easiest of where to start, especially with this incentive, but also building Scentsy Club even after the incentive, because that's important, right? Is that I already know off the top of my head personally, and I wrote their names down here yesterday, of 3 people that order from me on a regular basis. I have 3 people that order from me, whether it's every 3 months or every 2 months, right? So those are the people that I know because they're my regulars. I'm close with them. I know that I can reach out to them now over the next 2 months and say, hey, I need you to do me a favor. And then go in and let them know, like, I'm going to save you 10% off. Like, I have a customer, for example, one of the ones I plan on contacting, she orders Jammy Time laundry every single time. She orders about every 2 months. So that's where I'm going to go at, because she's a good friend of mine. She's one of my customers that she has been with me from the beginning. So she is one of those I save in my pocket for a rainy day. And she's one of those people I know that if I'm trying to reach an incentive or if I'm trying to reach a personal goal, whatever it may be, I can contact her and I say, hey, you know what? I need a little help. I'm trying to earn this. And she's like, I got you. She's one of those people, right? She's one of those people I don't contact all the time because I want her to be that backup option, because I don't want her, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to feel like I'm depending upon her all the time, pretty much. So she's one of those people that I do plan on contacting tomorrow. And I'm going to say, hey, girl, hope you're doing good. I have a favor to ask. I know you love Jamie Time. Let's be honest. I know you're getting it about every 2 months. Let's get Jamie Time in Scentsy Club. I want to talk. Let's chat. It's not going to take long, that kind of thing. Because I don't want to word vomit through text, because I hate reading, like if somebody wants me to do something with their business, like if I, like, for example, I have a makeup girl, if she sends me a long, lengthy text, I'm going to possibly kind of scan through it, but it may not all like sink in, but if she's on the phone with me, and she does sometimes send me voice messages, those voice messages actually sink in more with me because I'm hearing her voice. It's more personalized, and she's got those inflections, right? Like right now, like, I'm passionate about Scentsy Club. You guys can hear me, like, you can hear the passion in my voice. Same thing for our customers. If I'm passionate about it, then they're going to get all hyped up, and then they're going to want to help me out. So that's for sure is the first thing I personally would do, is look back on your order history. For those of y'all that have been with us for quite a while now, you should already know technically off the top of your head, these are the people that I can name right off the bat. These are the people that come to me, whether it's every 3 months, every 4 months, whatever, quarterly. These are the people that that are consistently showing up, in your order history. Those are the ones that you first and foremost for sure want to talk to about Scentsy Club. And like I said, I personally recommend talking to them over the phone. That's just me. like I said, I had never really thought about that before, but when I watched the training the other night and the consultant the leader that was over the training, she said that's actually what she's starting to do. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off because obviously what I'm doing is not working because I have one Scentsy Club member, right? But obviously whatever I'm doing is not cutting it. Posting is not cutting it anymore. So I want to create that personal relationship with them, and I'm going to talk to them on the phone. I'm not going to keep them on there for very long, but I just want to be able to walk them through it. And the reason why you want to be on the phone with them, by the way, is so that way you can walk them through how to set up Scentsy Club and get it locked in. Because let's be honest, if I text somebody and I say, hey, this is what I need from you, they're like, okay, cool, you got it. But then I don't talk to her after that because it's through text. And she's telling me she's signing up for Scentsy Club. I've sent her the link. I've walked her through it. But more than likely, that person's going to get like, what happens, right? We get distracted. Life happens. We're like, oh, I'll do it later. And then we forget. But if we have them on the phone, that is where, we can actually make it happen. Plus, if they have any questions, we can answer their questions like right in the moment. Let's see what else. Oh, the other thing that I was going to mention to you guys before we wrap this up is another thing to keep in mind. If you have a customer that is really stingy when it comes to shipping, tax, I don't really get that a lot, but shipping, if you have somebody that's like, I'm not paying shipping again, or, ooh, shipping's way too high, Scentsy Club is where it's at, y'all, because they're saving 10%. They're pretty much saving off of shipping, right? Like they're getting that shipping knocked down. So that is a little segue into Scentsy Club, because if they're like, ooh, I want this, but I'm not paying for shipping. If you can add it through Scentsy Club, that's what I would segue into. Be like, okay, you know what? I know shipping's really high. I get it. We're all there. However, I have this way that I can actually save you 10% off your total. Like, who the heck doesn't want to sell, right? Like, that's where I feel like you can really nip in the bud with that person, is the person who's not only going to earn, again, points off their club orders, but they're also in return going to be able to save on shipping. Like that's another part that I'm like keen into. I think that's pretty much about it. I really truly feel like that if you guys are talking to them about club and you're throwing in the fact of that whip box, I think the whip box is really going to help them. Also, another thing too is why I recommend being on the phone with them, or if you can be in person with these people. Obviously, that's a lot better if you're in person, is because let's just say you have somebody that joins club and let's just say they're like $10 shy, right? Or $4 shy. That would just be like horrible of reaching that half price credit. Well, that's where you can talk to them over the phone and upsell them. Because if they have warmers, they can add on cotton cleanups, right? There's light bulbs on there, y'all. Like if they're $4 short, freaking add like 2 bulbs to your club order. That way you can get that half off credit. And that's the thing too, is like if you're on the phone with them, that's where you can keep it real and you can be honest with them. Like, I am a sarcastic person, I'm funny, but that's not going to come across through a text message all the time. If I'm not, I have to throw in like a ton of emojis. But if I'm on the phone, right? If I'm on the phone with them, I can be honest. I can be like, what? I'm like, don't be freaking stupid. Like, obviously, I'm not going to tell all my customers that, but I have some customers where I can be like that, right? Like I can say, look, why are you, let's do this. You're $4 shy. You need some bulbs. Let's be honest. It would be freaking crazy if you didn't add on your 2 bulbs and get your half off credit. That kind of thing. Like your personality gets a shine through the phone versus through text is definitely not. So that's my little spiel on that.
Well, my Scentsy Club was $25 and I paid $8 shipping, and that sucks. I wish we'd have had this before mine just is fixing to ship. But now I know.
Well, see, Barbara, that is a prime. Thank you for that, because that is a prime example. Because your club you want your Scentsy Club to be at least the minimal of $30. Because once it reaches $30,
I can use my screw up as an example. Say,
well, I wasn't going to say screw up because that's pretty harsh. But if you have, it's not a screw up because, we have, to be fair, this is a prime example though, for real. It's like if you have a customer and let's just say, what's an example? I'm trying to think about something that would be like under 30. I don't know. I don't think of something on the fly. Oh, I don't know, whatever. Let's just say like fragrance flower and something else, right? Fragrance flower, something else. They're going to be a couple dollars shy of that 30, right? Well, we want to make sure that they're not in that predicament, because if they are under 30, there's really no point, honestly, for them to be in club,
Right.
because they're not even going to save 10% off, right?
Right. I think I got a room spray, hot cleanups, and some light bulbs. It was 25 something. My tax was $8. I mean, my ship. Like,
So for example, with your total being 25, that's where, if you would want to upsell your customer, that's where like a single wax bar would come in handy to
Yeah.
upsell your customer, or to get yourself as a consultant to that $30 mark.
yeah.
But yeah, that's just my recommendation, because otherwise, for me personally, there's no, like I said, if someone's spending under $30 in club, there's really no reason for them to be in club, because they might as well, as a customer, they might as well shop our personal website, right? Because it's the same thing. Now, granted, I will say this much from not our standpoint, but a customer standpoint. If your customer is spending under $30, they are still earning, to be fair, 1 point for every dollar they're spending. So they are earning points. But if we don't like upsell them to that $30 mark, they're not going to get the 10% off. That's the loss from that, is that, in itself.
Well, that's
But
where
yeah, so
I got my 19 PRV from my Scentsy Club.
yeah, that's awesome. But you know what? Another perk, you guys, about why you're wanting to talk to people about getting into Scentsy Club right now is a prime example of that, because summertime, like we're in full effect with summer, right? Our customers are busy. They're on vacations. They're working double jobs. Their kids are out of school. They're going to all the things with their kids, right? The last thing that they're wanting to do is possibly do this. Like, they're not wanting to be bogged down, right? A lot of people are like, ooh, I'm not going to get on social media as often. I'm not ordering as much. A lot of their funds are going towards their kids' stuff, their grandkids' activities, vacations, things like that. So because of that, that's where Scentsy Club comes in handy for us as consultants, because Scentsy Club is something that's reoccurring, right? So for my customer, for example, that has that whiff box, I get $28 from her whiff box every single month. 28 PRV automatically added to my PRV that I don't even have to work for, right? Because I've already done my job. She's already signed up in Scentsy Club, but that 28 is automatically entered every single month into my PRV. So how cool is it to have a customer, not even customer, customers, because we want to shoot for more than one, right? So let's just say, like, if you have 3 or 4 customers, and right now the incentive is $50, right? If we have 4 customers, for example, and we get them locked in for that incentive where they're spending that $50 or more, because that's what we need them to do, right? How crazy is that? Because that's an automatic nearly $200, that's nearly 200 PRV that we're getting from those customers. Like, that's really cool. Like, I freaking, like, that is just the coolest thing ever, because Scentsy Club, like I said, I mean, all I can really truly say is, like, to me, that's what's honestly putting the fire underneath my butt, is for me to keep promoting and talking up over and over and over Scentsy Club, and coming up with other ideas on how to promote it. Because, like, for example, in my personal business, I'm not getting a lot of people that are wanting to have parties, for example, and that's okay, because that's just where I'm at in my business. But that's where I feel like I am pivoting, my favorite word, pivoting into Scentsy Club, because Scentsy Club, I feel like, is going to take the place, I guess I can say, of me getting that reoccurring PRV that I otherwise would be getting from parties. But that's pretty much my spiel on that. So y'all give me 1 second, and I'm going to stay on, because I'm going to be doing a drawing, but I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. So don't get off of here, because I'm going to pick a name as a winner. Let's go ahead and close out the recording part. So for those of y'all that are watching the replay on our YouTube channel, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you got a little bit of information from Scentsy Club and learned a little bit more about the program. But thank you guys so much for watching the replay. Everyone that's on the live, make sure and hold tight because I'm going to go ahead and close this